Do you remember the exact, was it a long-term turning point, or was it just, you felt more process-oriented versus the result-oriented?
Yeah, so what happened was,
That
I think the
fulfilled you?
mathematical side of spirituality started making sense. So instead of thinking and looking at people that were spiritual as like sitting at home doing nothing, high on their mom's couch, broke, sick
Yeah.
all the time, that I started, when I looked at the vibrational side of spirituality, the frequency, I think the awareness was a catalyst to what it was when someone explained to me, I only can be aware of that which vibrates equal to or less than me. So everything vibrates: earth, plants, animals, humans, sound, light, thought, and what thought
that's what
vibrates
you're
it
able to-
faster, the truth. So when I started to pursue the truth and then start learning about the subconscious and unconscious and the awareness, because for me there seemed to be this like separation of people that had a different, we may have called it enlightenment, but an awareness of, imagine if I had awareness of whether to buy or sell, right? You could be a billionaire in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So, I just found that I was so far in my own way in so many different things, and that there was so much more energy and power that I could harness. And so I started to explore that.
Did you always have like that thought in your mind that, like growing up, like high school and even stuff like that, were you decently spiritual, or was it more?
Yeah,
of
I
a-
think, I believe in karma, right? I believe in karma. I just didn't understand the mathematics of the universe, the technology of the universe as well. So I knew there was something greater than me, like a power of inspiration. I knew, like I lived sports, the inspiration side of stuff, but not to the context that I know today. And I think it's difficult today because it's years of experience. It's like
You have to
playing
learn it,
golf
though.
every day.
Yeah.
And but if you get onto that path of exploration, of consistently, persistently pursuing your potential,
Yeah.
right? That's a spiritual journey. To enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential. Your potential is the truth.
It has to be.
Yeah. And so understanding, like, things don't have to be hard. How can you just, without experience, put full faith into something? It's so difficult.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? And so, one advantage of being older and having more experiences is that it allows you to have more faith. Because you have a track
Lived
record.
it. Yeah. You lived it. Yeah.
Right? It's like a little kid, if you ever try to change their batting stance and they're like, get frustrated with you.
Yeah.
Why? Because they have no experience. Right? They have no faith and that's going to actually
That's so
work.
true,
And it's
yeah.
harder. It's like you cross your fingers playing golf. The first time someone tells you to do it, you're like, no, I just want to hold it like
I'm
this.
still like that. I'm so bad at golf, and my buddies are trying to teach me how to do it. I've been trying to level up with it.
Life
but
is just like that.
Yeah.
So,
it's consistent. Be consistent.
Exactly.
Show up every day. Do the work.
but put your path. Understand faith. Understand focus. Understand ego consciousness. Ask for help is like the biggest thing. Like leverage guys like me. Look at your proposal. 'Cause I think it's a great idea, and I think you're a good I was with another entrepreneur who is he owns The Difference, but like every guy that's willing to put in the Goya,
Yeah.
like the fact that you're here, like I wouldn't do this but for the fact that you're like, I'm getting in my car and doing this,
Find out.
because that's the difference
Yeah.
of the people that will make it. Right? You can talk the talk, but who's going to walk the walk? And guys have driven in from cities and slept in their car and did all that. I'm like, if they're willing to do that just to meet me, what are they willing to do to make their company successful?
Yeah.
Right? And so I'm willing to sacrifice
That's the
as
big
well.
thing for me is I wanted to, because I know you made a post last night about spam messages and stuff. I'm sure you get stuff like this all the time. I want something that you're actually interested in, because I feel like at the end of the day, if someone could pay me right now to do, you can pay me $200,000 to do whatever you need done, but will I be the best at service for you if I'm just doing it for the money, or vice versa, if you're paying me to do this job or what I'm trying to create, it's a totally different experience. So if it's something you're excited for, I feel like you have enough money. It's something.
No, I wouldn't do it
for you.
if I wasn't excited about you and what you can do. Yeah, teaching. Well, when you're teaching other people, you'll gain such clarity. It's helped me myself do that. All right, so I just sent you kind of quick outline, copied in Colleen. Let me know if that works for you guys, but I'd love to help you. What other questions you have? It could be about life or business.
The only other thing, that's really been on my mind this week is kind of like just we talk about resistance a lot.
Yeah.
And I think, there's sometimes which is like resistance, like, oh, I'm tired, but I got to put the work in, push it. Now I played athletics growing up, and it's kind of like the same thing, like, oh, I don't want to run today, but you got to run. Versus like the negative resistance, which is like, okay, maybe I should give up on this. How do you know the difference, and or is that just, like you said, knowing yourself and having faith that everything?
Yeah, I think shifting the paradigm of being tired. So here's like an interesting thing. There's physically tired. So like if I had you do 100 push-ups, every 5 minutes, eventually your arms will be tired. You understand that understanding of tired. No matter how inspired you are, eventually your arms will be too tired to carry the energy. But doesn't mean that emotionally that you're not inspired. Okay, so what happens is people don't understand that we're always connected to that which inspires us. When we're in ego-based consciousness, fear-based consciousness, when we're doing things that corrode that connection, we emotionally feel tired. And so things have occurred in your life and mine where physically we're not tired at all.
Yeah.
Right? We haven't exercised. Yeah. But like you're exhausted, emotionally drained. So first is understanding the awareness of how do I stay inspired longer? And then how do I effectuate the use of that energy effectively?
You think it's a muscle you can build out on that? It's just like anything else?
For sure.
It's like discipline,
Totally. That's why I believe in consistent, persistent behavior. But I think this is an essential difference in my life that I've learned to understand. It's, okay, how inspired am I? Right? So it's a matter of, going to bed at 2 o'clock, which is 11 o'clock California time, and waking up right at 7 and going to the gym, regardless of what happened yesterday, because I lived yesterday so that I would wake up at 7 a.m. here, 4 a.m. in California, right? So where, he told me, hey, I'll meet you at the gym, what time should I call you? I'm like, no, I've been in that game before with young guys. You're not going to call me, and then I'm waiting around going, should I leave them? I feel bad, and I fuck up my workout and my routine. It's because I do 2 routines. One's at home and one's an adaptable routine. I had scheduled my adaptable routine. It was just a matter of inspiration that keeps my energy level so high, right? And the understanding is this: when am I in ego-based consciousness? That's as simple as I can say it, is identifying, and this is through experience, right? Like, do you ever feel pissed?
Yeah.
That's going to wear you out. Do you ever feel worried? Right? You ever overanalyze things? Do you ever feel guilty, resentful, offended? All these things emotionally wear you out. Even though physically, like, I love people like, oh, you fly all day, you must be exhausted. Well, first of all, physically, why would that exhaust you? Running 26 miles would probably exhaust me, right? Why is it exhausting? I'll tell you why it exhausts people. Because they are in ego-based consciousness so much, it's so uninspiring to fly. Because they're sitting there with themselves, having to look introspectively, right? And now it's getting better because they have the distractions of TV, movies, internet, all the things that they now cannot be exhausted for. But I spend time every day with myself, right? I check that connection. So, think about it in this respect. Why do I meditate? Because if I know where that place where I'm in the flow is, like in full inspiration, where I can gather and connect to people and be emotional, if I know where that place is, then I'm more likely to know when I'm not in that place or how to get back to that place.
Yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from. And it's also like realizing that, I feel like it's so much easier to say, like, I have to be on this path, and that drains you, though.
Yeah.
So you're trying to look towards expectation of things. It has to be a certain way.
First of all, you don't have to do anything. You get to do everything.
Yeah.
Right?
I like that.
Remember, right?
Like
you
that.
choose the right things. Like, it is a choice to be happy. It's a choice to be successful. It's a choice. Like, Mike is a whole different person. I actually coached Mike and have for a while, but he was a typical lawyer when I met him, but he started to see things, and he's like, I think there's more than I'm getting in my life.
Absolutely.
He now makes more money, he helps more people, and has more fun than when he started. And he does not work anymore. He works, well, it seems in his head, I have activity, you get paid for activity. He has more activities he gets paid for than he ever has. and he enjoys his pursuit of his potential more than he ever has. Making the choice, like make the choice, you know, especially young people. And it's like, know what you don't know. And it's interesting, like they make that joke, the older you get, the more the less you know. No, I actually believe the older you get, the more you know what you don't know. It's not that you know less, it's the more you know what you don't know. It's an important distinction, because if you know less, you know, then you're not pursuing your potential. But if you know there's more to learn than you thought there was, because remember the ultimate lesson before I leave is like the whole journey is really simple to me. We live at this vibration. The currency of this vibration is money. It's an energetic object that goes into the flow so we get what we want. The higher currency of the universe is faith. Faith is the aggregate of what we think, say, do, believe in the unconscious competencies of our personality traits, characteristics, obsessions, and addictions. We live at this vibration. Faith is at a higher vibration, but we live at this vibration. At this vibration, several truths are apparent. One, everything you need is within yourself. Everything you need is within yourself. Two, life is only about lessons. If the lessons provide us pain, we haven't learned the lessons. If the lessons provide us pain, it's going to keep on coming until we learn the lesson. Lessons are going to keep on coming, without a doubt.
Until you figure it out.
Until you figure it out. Life is only about lessons. When we learn the lessons, the mistakes of the lessons become miracles. Most importantly about lessons is that human capability at this vibration is that no matter what, at any time on any day, you will forget every lesson you ever learned. Even the easiest ones, like hey, you got a choice to be happy. Oh, you should say thank you. Oh, you should open the door, pick up trash. Oh, you should, brush your teeth, make your bed. All these lessons that we've learned, sooner or later, every single day, you're gonna forget it. Now, if it's in your unconscious competency, it's impossible to forget. So,
it's part of you at that point, be kind of like how you.
There's certain things like breathing that you don't forget to do, right? Yeah. Some people brushing their teeth might be an unconscious competency. You've never forgotten to brush your teeth because it's just part of there, right? I think, that's one of those things that probably in my unconscious competency. There's so many disciplines I do that impossible to forget. Where, just as a reminder, right? I have the Course in Miracles because I was on my schedule, meditated, then got Shmo over there to go work out with me. I didn't do my Course in Miracles, which is 8 o'clock right now. Now I haven't missed in 4.5 years.
It's non-negotiable for you?
It's non-negotiable, but it's not part of my unconscious. It's in my subconscious. It's in my belief system, but I'm doing it every day. But it's not like, I never forget to brush my teeth. No matter what goes on. The Course in Miracles right here. So, right, this is something that I listen to every day. And the lesson today is, it can be but my gratitude I earn, right? So I click this, and that's my lesson.
But my gratitude I earn.
It's like many lessons every day, kind of keep you
Here is
on
the second step we
center.
take to free your mind from the belief in outside
Who
force
does this?
pitted against your
The Foundation of Inner
attempts at
Peace.
kindness and forgiveness.
Could you send this
Yet
to me?
you turn them to attack again unless
Yeah,
you find
so I'll stop that.
external
But
gratitude.
I'm going to keep it up there so I don't forget. So I need mechanisms. Let me just finish this thought, then we'll go upstairs. So life is about lessons. When we get rid of the pain, the lessons learned. If we learn the lesson and mistake turns to miracles, we can forget any lesson at any time. This is something Justin knows. He's trying to do. He forgets all the time. I try not to forget. Hi. Hi, how are you? And then the last one is the advantage is we can remember any lesson at any time. That's the power that you have.